So, guys, I thought I'd just make a little bit of a recap video from earlier when I posted my original thoughts on the whole 600-pound neighbor video and how I explained things. Some people were offended by that. Uh, it's not really that I care that people were offended because I honestly don't. I think it's silly to watch a video from somebody else's perspective or opinion and be offended by it and then trash the comment section because you were offended. Um, what I told you in my video was my perspective on what I was seeing as it was going on. Now, there are some people that obviously had their little feelings hurt or something like that. I don't know. Really, I don't care. I just want to tell you that the things that I said weren't to be mean or hateful, or I don't even really think that I should be saying this or even having to put this video out. I just felt like, you know what, give it a few minutes, tell people that you were sincere about it and that I was being honest. Some people on Facebook where I posted the video were like, why would a police officer give you this kind of information on somebody? One lady said she thought I was lying. If any of you know me or have been following me for an extended amount of time, you know that I make a very good living. I don't have to lie to get click views and stuff on Facebook. You know that I've started my channel two and a half years ago. It's not like my channel has blown up like other people because of how honest I am. Because I don't care if I hurt people's feelings. And because my message is not for everybody. My message is for a very specific crowd. Um, a lady had told me that she believes that the officer was unprofessional in giving me the information that he gave me. I don't know that I see it that way. I see it as the officer was probably shocked by what he was seeing and what he was dealing with. I was a concerned neighbor that lives in the middle of nowhere as a young guy, and I'm willing to go over and help if I can. And I think what he was doing was he was just simply saying, look, this is your neighbor. This is your neighbor in a nutshell, because they're not going to be able to come to you and tell you what's going on. I think you should be aware of this, and if you're willing to help me out, please contact me if the situation gets any worse, and I'll make sure that I respond to it accordingly. So he gave me his personal number, showed me what to press extension-wise when I call up the police station to get a hold of him, and that he would respond as soon as possible because he's very, very concerned with the welfare and health of these people. Now, regardless if you people believe whether or not what he said was too much or not, it's irrelevant to me. You're never going to know his name. You're never going to know the exact number to where he works or anything like that. So I would appreciate it if we just drop it and move on from there. I appreciate the police officer telling me the information that he gave me, and giving me a little bit of information to go off of so I can possibly help these people in the future. I don't necessarily agree with people being emotional over me saying, I seen a blob. From a distance, from far away, in a window, I seen a blob. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what was coming out. When you're, say, from here to the corner of that building over there, you can barely even make out what kind of light that is. You don't know if it's an external fixture. You don't know if it's a fixture that's fixed inside the building, flush with the building. It looks like a blur from here. From where I was, the lady's body looked like a blob. And I explained that I was looking at something moving through the kitchen, the living room, the dining room, out onto the porch and down the stairs, and I'd just seen a blob of a figure. I knew it was something. I didn't know what it was until it got out, and I could make sense that there was a head there. It was a very large body, and it was a person that had pulled themselves down the stairs. Now, I didn't say it disrespectfully. I didn't call them names. I didn't swear or curse at them or anything else. I only explained what I was seeing. Now, your feelings in that aspect of somebody being very honest and explaining exactly what they were saying or seeing makes no difference to me. It doesn't make any difference to me at all, because I was being very honest, very transparent, and telling you exactly what I was seeing as I was witnessing this. So save it. Save the snowflake stuff, the SJW stuff. Save all that stuff. I mean, it really is not necessary on this channel at all. I'm changing my content as I go. I used to be very worried about what people were saying. I used to be very worried about hurting people's feelings and stuff like that. Anymore, I don't really care. I'm going to tell you exactly like it is, exactly like I'm, and I don't make money off of this, honestly. I barely get anything off the monetization from my videos. The videos I make money off of are my car videos. They're not health videos. They're not keto videos. You know how many times I get messages every month, thank you for what you do. Thank you for talking against certain things that happen in the keto carnivore community and stuff like that, and you're real. You found stuff out on your own that you're sharing with us. The stuff that Dr. Berry puts out and Jimmy Moore and Dr. Berg and everybody else puts out in cookie cutter form is not always as it seems, and sometimes I talk against them because that's not always as it happens. People thank me for that because they want people that are real. They want people that are not going out there and trying to make it seem like keto is the 100% most cut out thing for 2019, 20, and the rest of your life, or carnivore is. It's not. It's really not. I choose it because it works for me. I love the lifestyle because it worked for me, but it's not for everybody. I'm never going to be the person that you want to get in front of a computer screen or a phone and see or have somebody tell you exactly what you want to hear. I'm me, and that's how it's going to be, and that won't change. That's just how it is. You either ride, you're either riding with me, or you're not, and that's what I ask for. You be real, and let me be real. If I hurt your feelings, I'm not intending to hurt your feelings. I'm just being real. Now, let's move on from this. I don't want to have to explain myself about this again. I'm just going to update you guys as things go. I'm going to try to be a part of these people's lives, and I'm going to try to help them get healthier. Now, my fasting. I'm at about 32 hours fasting right now, and I've got about 7 or 8 different people that have chosen to fast with me. I'm going to go 72 hours. I've already noticed that my face is not as bloated. My neck seems to be a lot slimmer and stuff. I feel like I've got way more energy and stuff. It's going to be very hard for me to fall asleep tonight because I'm at that 30-hour mark. I've fasted so many times, so long, that I'm so used to this already. I already know what's going to happen before it happens, and I'm already prepared for it. So the electrolytes will be going in pretty heavy over the next 12 hours, and I'll continue that for about the next 12 to 24 hours, and then it's smooth sailing after that. Then I just kind of sip on just a little bit of salt water from time to time, and mainly mineral water. Mineral water is what I drink. I really don't drink tap water anymore. Perrier, San Pellegrino. There's a couple other mineral waters like Topo Chico. I'll drink some of them as well, and I'll sip on them the entire time while I'm fasting, and I just feel great. I feel phenomenal. So I'm going to see if I can go the whole 72 hours, and 72 hours doesn't seem like a lot once you've been fasting for a long time, but it's making the mind screw that's the problem. Once you get to about that 48 to 72 hour mark, you know whether or not you have it in you to continue on. I mean, the last one that I did 72 hours. The one before that, I think I did 3.5 days, so it might have been like, I want to say like 94 to 96 hours, and I had to quit because I just gave up mentally. A couple months ago, I did an 8-day fast. A couple months before that, I did a 5-day, 6-day fast. Last year, I did 2 7-day fasts, many 4 or 5-day fasts. And that's predominantly where I've been with my weight, is trying to struggle to get through that plateau. I started at around 400 pounds, and I fasted and did keto until I got down to about 290. Then I discovered carnivore, and I really dropped another 30-40 pounds off. I got down to about 255, and I started getting really bulky, and like not bulky, but a lot of saggy skin. And I started increasing my calories and working out more, pounding the weights, and I started growing a lot of muscle mass. I got up to about 295 after bulking for a 3-month period. I cut back down for about 2 months, back the calories and stuff back off. Started really gearing myself, watching what sometimes you got to do that when you ain't got no money. The cheapest thing that you can do and the healthiest thing you can do when you don't have money to buy food is fast. But water and salt would be the key. I did a water fast for 5 days. 5 days, that's phenomenal, man. That is really phenomenal. What are you going to do? If you got the fat on your body and you understand the science behind it, your fat is not just fat fuel. Your fat is also minerals that are stored in it. There's plenty of water stored in it. And the fatter you are, the more weight you have on your body, the more you can go. People think that you're going to die by fasting and stuff like that, but you've got plenty of mineral, you've got plenty of water that's stored in that fat, as well as what you're doing. So that's why so many people can go so long dry fasting, because they're actually getting mineral and hydration from the fat cells. Now, where I'm at now is, after bulking for a while and then coming back down, I kind of gave up through this little struggle that I have. So you would be a perfect candidate for fasting. Um, so where I'm at now is, I bulked back up to about 295. I came down to 2 280, and then I noticed a little bit of loose skin around my arms and my back and stuff like that. I bulked back up for a couple months, and now I'm back down to, I think I'm right at 272, something like that, and I'm coming back down. And this time I won't stop until I get back down to about 240, and that'll be my lowest that I've been so far. And I'll still be heavy at that point, but I'm not built like other people are. I'm a gym rat. I go to the gym a lot. Even back in the military, at my smallest, I was 218, 215, 218. Super lean, but really, really big, bulky, strong guy. Run like the wind, push-ups like you wouldn't believe, chin-ups, pull-ups, the whole 9 yards. So I'm not built like other people are. When you look at somebody like me that is a 5'10", 5'11" frame, you would expect something around 185, and people are happy with that strength and energy. That's always been my frame, even in high school and stuff like that. Uh, High school, what was I? I was 195 to like 210 in high school on the football team. I was one of the bigger guys on the team, and even all through the military, I bulked up to about 240. You'll get there, Victory. You'll get there. Leo, I don't know your real name, so I just call you Leo. Um, it's just a mind. It's a mind screw. It's what you got to go through. So that's the update so far. If any of you guys are ever interested in joining me in any of my fasting experiments that I'm going through, um, if you want to be part of any of the keto groups, for my information, that's my information, and how I do things is not like the mainstream keto stuff. I will never engage you from, oh, eat more fat, or, oh, you can't have that much protein because that's not keto or something like that. I will never, ever, ever come at you like that. I started following keto, following doctors and stuff very blindly. I was holding every word that they said, to the golden nugget. This has got to be spot on because I trust this guy. And then I finally got to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm seeing through a lot of this. A lot of this is just for TV. A lot of this is just for show. It's not exactly as it seems. So a few years ago, I kind of branched off and started doing my own thing, teaching in my own groups, looking at my own scientific studies, writing my own articles, being my own specific, like different entity in the keto, low carb, carnivore world, because I just didn't agree with a lot of stuff that was going on. So I kind of do my own thing, and I find out by working with people individually and really getting involved a lot more on a personal level than a lot of other people do. And it works. It works. I have a very high success rate. Every single person that's ever stuck with me has had some kind of success working with me, or being a friend to me, or just sharing each other's ideas and bouncing stuff off each other and learning. And I've got several keto groups on Facebook that I run that I would love for people to be a part of. If you haven't checked them out, you can normally find in the description box of my videos exactly where to find me. My email, my keto groups, my Patreon account. I don't really put too much on there anymore because people just aren't interested in going on there. So if people aren't interested in going on there and there's no subscribers there, then I don't put anything into it. I just put it on YouTube and on Facebook, and then I just work a lot. So anyway, that's the update with the 600-pound neighbor video. Wasn't meant to hurt anybody's feelings or really talk bad about anybody. It was just mainly to 100% disclose that this is what was happening. This is what I was experiencing. This is what I was seeing while it was going on. And who cares if the police officer gave me that information or not? I don't know the people's names. I didn't give you guys their names. I didn't give you his name. You don't know anything about the situation, neither do I, other than what was put out at face value. Now it gives me something to help on, or to help out on, and to be a part of somebody else's life possibly, which I'm hoping they let me in and let me at least somewhat help them, go buy groceries for them, help them around the house if they need help around the house, whatever it may be. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. And remember, this is your life. It's your journey. Nobody else can live it for you. You got to figure this out on your own. Ultimately, at the end of the day, when you lay your head down on that pillow, it comes down to your decision and what you want to do with yourself, not anybody else. Live your life the way you want to live your life. That's it. Be blessed, guys. I appreciate you.